What's up, high-tech podcast listeners? So as we continue the Canva event this week, I wanted to share a little bit about a feature in Canva that I have really benefited from over the last several years. So as we've shared on the podcast before, I use Canva a lot to produce things for the podcast, graphics for stuff we post on social media, to our web pages, but I also use it in our work environment a lot, across a team of multiple people who produce hundreds of online courses for our institution. And one of the things that has saved us so much time and benefited us in so many different ways is Canva's template feature. And what I'm talking about here is not Canva templates that they provide you. Those have saved a ton of time as well. But in Canva, you can turn any design that you're working on into a template itself. And what I've discovered over the last 2 to 3 years is that when you're creating graphics, these templates help us save time. They help us ensure consistency. They can even help us create starting points in projects for students. At the end of the day, no matter how you're using it, whether you're using it like my team is, which I'll show you here in a second, or you're using it to create a project for your students, templates that you create yourself help to reduce rework so you, your team, or students can focus on real creative work. That's why I think templates are such a powerful feature, and I think are often underused by many people. So I'm going to take a second here to show you how my team uses Canva templates to save time. So right here is my team's Canva instance here, and I can't show all the information because it's a private instance for our institution, but I can show you what we have here for our team, just several simple brand templates that we've created. So you can create or turn any design that you make into a brand template. And what we found is we wanted to, as we've mentioned in our earlier stuff about Canva, we wanted to visualize learning throughout an online course. It helps we know it helps motivate students. We know it can be a benefit and just helps them get a feel for where they're at in a type of course that you can get lost in a lot. And so what we did was we created weekly banners that show up at each of the introduction pages for the week, where we provide a lot of introductory information. And at the top of this banner, it shows the student like a progress board or a progress tracker where they are in the course. So it can kind of visualize as they move through each week in the course for them. And to do this and make it easy for a team of 5 different people to reproduce these banners with creative images that relate to the course but are consistent across all our courses, we used a brand template. So here's our brand template, our weekly banner template. If I click on it, you'll notice here one of the first things I love about templates is that you can edit the original, but it gives you a share link that you can actually share. So we copy this link and provide it in the tasks for our teams, and so they can click on that. Now, again, we're a production team developing courses, but think about this for a project that you do with your students. If you have several examples or templates you'd like them to follow to do a graphic project or create PowerPoints, maybe you want to do a specific type of PowerPoint style and you want your students to follow, you could literally create a Canva template and give that link to them, and they could click on it. And when they do, they get an option to just click use this template. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that. Click use this template. And it'll take a second to load. Now that it's loaded, you'll see here the template. We added we have 8 weeks in our courses. So here are the 8-week banners. And what this allows our team to do is they can come in to Canva and find the image for their course. Now they, in our case, have specific images for courses, but let's just say I'm going to search up an image. Let's say our course has to do with biology, right? So I'm going to type that in here and get some graphics. And I really like that image, right? So what our team can actually do then is grab this image and just drag and drop it right into there. And so it places it behind there. And so they do this each week. They can even put in different images that they'd like for each week, or they can put in GIFs if they want that'll move behind. But notice the consistency that we have here with our interface design for these banners stays. And then what it does is allows our team to come here and do that, and then they can just come here and download those images and put them in the course, right? So imagine if this was a project that you're doing with your students and you wanted them to follow a certain layout for all of the slides or certain options, or maybe you've come up with an accessible PowerPoint model that you use for all your PowerPoints, and you don't want to have to just keep copying the last PowerPoint and deleting out stuff you've created or put in there. This allows you to do it. You can create a template from a design you've already created to save time, to make it easier. You can build things like drag and drops for images or standard text or fill in the box options. There's the limits just aren't there when you're creating templates. There are limitless options for you when you're doing things with Canva templates. So that's Canva templates. I'm going to provide for you in the tweet that you probably got this video from a link to a tutorial that'll show you how to turn a design into a Canva template. Looking forward to the rest of this week as we celebrate Canva and celebrate our Extrava Canva event. See ya.